shake, 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 shake. Shake it off, shake it off. What the? Hi, this is Raina Matachek with Avon Rising Stars. Sorry, my daughter is here in my office and she's making comments because I was shaking it off. Anyway, the reason why I put that song in as my intro here is because this video is about shaking things off. And when people can be nasty and, you know, you're feeling down at times because you're not getting your business growing and so forth. Well, I'm here to share with you some pointers and some things to help you build your business. I know I'm in contact with a lot of you people, you know, a lot of my team members here, and I wanted to put this on video for people, you know, to see and to hear. There's times that I struggle. I have shared my struggles as far as the brochures in a couple of videos ago. And today I wanted to talk about where you can leave your brochures and what to do if some other representative contacts you and says, I have that place and that's my place and I leave brochures there all the time. I can tell you I've had that. I've had people call me up and tell me that. I've had where I called people up and told them that, you know, because it does get frustrating, and especially in a small town like Ocala is. I mean, it's a big town, but it's also small. So I just wanted to share with you some strategies and some things to kind of help you. I can tell you that I've grown my business with the team and with customers, and that is what Avon is essentially about, is growing your own team and having people in your team, your downline, so you can have good sales and then you get commissions off of those sales. Then there's the other way where you could just do selling or having customers order through you. Those are two ways that Avon works as far as getting money and building your business. So I typically, when I send you a package or when I meet with you face to face, there's some documents that I do give you. I try to copy them and give them to you. I can also email them to you if I haven't done that. Please let me know. So this is one of the documents that I give you. This is 70 ways to get more customers and recruits. So here's a list of 70 things that you can do to get more customers and recruits. Now, I was on a call this morning with Lisa Wilbur. Lisa Wilbur is very established. She is very high up in the ranks. She's been doing it for many, many years. She's a wonderful person. I just cannot begin to tell you how amazing she is. She opens herself up to people that are not even on her downline. Or in her downline. She is just a really, truly Christian woman, and I cannot speak nothing but good about this lady. She built her business from scratch, and she worked her way up, and she's very successful now. As a matter of fact, she just got the MLM award out of, I guess it was like 100 people that were high up in different companies. She was number one, and we had to all vote on her, and she's just phenomenal. She's not like some representatives who expect you to scratch their back so they can give you information. She's definitely not like that. So anyway, I spoke with her this morning. I listened to her call this morning, and she was just phenomenal with explaining to us of how to help our downline and how to recruit people. Because even we, even though I have, a few people on my team, I think we have 11 people right now, I still struggle with it. And I still struggle with keeping people, and, because people give up. They don't, just when it's getting harder, that means you're doing something right and you should stick with it. And because it's just going to get harder, but then it's just going to blossom. And then you're like, wow. So I can't tell you how many times I've heard representatives say, I'm quitting. I've had enough. I'm done. And they still stick with it. And then they have like 50 customers that they get, in a matter of a few days, or 50 orders in a matter of a few days. And they just said like 2-3 days ago, they're going to quit. And I laugh. There's one representative that I know, and if she watches this video, she'll know what I'm talking about. She says that all the time, and then she gets orders. And I'm like, okay, you gonna quit, really? She's like, no. I'm like, okay. So anyway, I want to talk about briefly, you can mail your catalogs. I can tell you I mail some to some customers that are not local, that I've known for a while, or whatever it may be. We've friends and so forth. What I typically do is I get a shipping label, and I go ahead and I put it, the whole back of this usually is how much the shipping label. And I have their name, their address, zip code, blah, blah, blah. I have my information. I put it on here. I get tape. I tape here. I put tape here. I put tape here, here, and here. And I go weigh it on the scale at the post office. I do it self-service. And it's, I spend like $2 to mail this thing. And that's it. And then they can order through my website, and they get it shipped directly to their home, or they call me up and say, hey, Raina, I want this, this, and this, and so forth. So shipping these are very easy. They do have different companies out there that you could use. I think there's campaignmailer.com is one of them. They do all that for you. They put this postage, they put the label on it, and they have the hassle of going and mailing it out. But there is a fee. I'm not sure what they charge, but I've heard of them. But I kind of just do it myself. I don't have that many that I mail out that I feel would warrant sending it through a company. So there is that, where you can mail, ship out those catalogs to people. There's also send your catalog to Tupperware, Discovery, Toys, Representatives, or Exchange Parties. So there's a quarter auction that I went to a few months ago, and there was different representatives there. There was Mary Kay, there was Tupperware, there was Pampered Chef, there was a cupcake vendor. So what I do is I went around, talked to them, grabbed their card. On their card, it has an email address, typically. It has a phone number or an address. You can mail it. Mail a catalog to them, or email the catalog to them, and through their email, add them to your email address on your Avon.com. And there you go. Every week or every campaign, they will get a one in there. Just because they're Mary Kay doesn't mean that they don't like Avon. Mary Kay is very expensive, and they have to keep inventory. And it's very expensive as it is. It's like $100 for a cream. It's ludicrous. Where we have it for $32, and if it's on sale, it's cheaper. But I mean, it's just asinine, Mary Kay. But I've heard of some Mary Kay representatives that love Avon and love their creams, but they have very high, lots of reps underneath them, and they've been doing it for so many years that it kind of doesn't pay for them to quit and come to Avon. So that's what I've heard. So, I mean, I'm sure that is possible, but just because they're Mary Kay doesn't mean that they're your competition and you have to hate them. Actually, you can become friends with them, and they can order from you secretly, and nobody will ever know. So I liked that one. I have had some open houses where you invite people, especially around the holidays. That's really great to have an open house. You can, if you have friends that are in Pampered Chef or any other direct selling company, come to your house and set up a little table at your house and have some just chips and hors d'oeuvres type of thing. Nothing fancy. You can even ask them to bring something, and you know, share in the cost of it, and I'm sure they would be happy to do that and hold a little, you know, kind of open house party, and give out your books and samples and demo things, and they can demo things and, you know, get orders that way. So that's another nice little thing to do. Have like a girls' night type of thing. That would be great. The other thing, let's see, set up a display at a mall. I've done that too. I mean, when I tell you there's things that I haven't done, I've done a lot of things. You can stand out on a street. I've done where you look around and you look for a road that has been, especially on the side of it, you can tell that people park there a lot. People sell their watermelons. I mean, I've seen that. You can go ahead and set up a small little table and just hand out books. Put free Avon, write a big poster, go to the Dollar Tree, get a big poster, whiteboard, whatever color, put in black mark, free Avon. And you can hand out samples at your free Avon. And you can hand out books. And you can do that on the side of the road, as long as it's in a safe spot, of course. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I've been talking a lot today, and my throat has been a little parched, so I apologize. But so that's another way to get your name out there and to get your get clients or customers to do that. And it's very easy. Like I said, you can have a little card table. It doesn't have to be anything elaborate or fancy, and then just a little stool there for you to sit down. And just go ahead and hand out books. Make sure you get customers' names. Do a free drawing, a free raffle for some kind of hand cream. I mean, they don't have to know. You can just say Avon products and do that. So there's lots of ways to draw people in. Have a bowl of candy out too, you know, especially with kids. Kids love candy, and it draws them to that if they see it. And, you know, that's one way to gain more customers. Let's see, call at least 2 potential customers per day. That's, again, follow-up. Follow-up is key. I can't tell you how many times I've heard this, how many meetings I've been to with Avon. Follow-up is key. You have to follow up with your customers. If you don't follow up with them, you're not going to get an order unless they absolutely love Avon and have run out of their favorite product. They will not call you. You have to call them. And that's why I said in a couple of videos ago, or one of my videos about why buying books, it's very important to have a sticky note, have a notepad. Back to school's going on right now, sales. Get a little memo tablet thing. Keep it in your purse. And remember, train yourself to go ahead and write down their information. If you have to go on every single page of that memo book, a little memo book, and write name, phone number, email on every single one, then do that. And that way it'll remind you. That's very important. Follow-up is key. I cannot stress that enough, that follow-up is key. Excuse me. So ask your friends to have a party or a class. You can have like a spa afternoon. That's always neat. You can bring some of the spa products that we have. The Avon Naturals body lotion. You can bring the Tex Peel, you know, from the Anew, you know, that sort of thing, and have them have a little spa party. You can have footworks and do like a pedicure party type of thing for potential customers. anything to help your business. You know, we do have in the What's New some products that do go on sale, and you can use those products. I mean, buy just one. Usually they're like $2, $3, depending, especially the footworks, and use that. And people unfortunately, a lot of people are more, they have to feel things, they have to see things, they can't just imagine things. So so doing something like that would be phenomenal, and they would love it. And you can paint their toes with our nail polish, and those are all, use all Avon products. That's what I'm trying to say for this particular party. There's just some ideas to help you with party themes. Let's see. Hold an opportunity meeting. We've done that before, holding opportunity meetings, and they haven't been so successful. That's where they bring somebody who's interested about Avon and the opportunity of Avon, and they go ahead and they listen to what you have to say about Avon. That's a great thing. You could just have some little noshing hors d'oeuvres type of thing, chips, you know, iced tea or cookies and iced tea, and just sit there and talk to them about the opportunity and find out, you know, maybe why they need extra money, and then give that to them, the little presentation. I know on our website, youravon.com, there is a presentation already made up for you, so you could just you know, bring your laptop and go on there and show that presentation. So that's already been done for you by Avon. Let's see. Don't be shy about talking about your product or your business. You know, trying to get people to, you know, join your team, be part of your business. I can tell you from my personal experience that if somebody was to tell me a few years ago that you would be sitting here doing videos, I'd be like, what, you crazy? But as the more I do videos, the more I feel comfortable doing videos. But I'm kind of still very shy. I don't really like social events and that sort of thing. So it's very hard for me at times to be social and come out of my shell. But I can tell you, being with Avon has, you know, helped me come out of that shell. And you know, as you see, I'm doing videos, which is something I wouldn't have done before. So that is also, you have to come out of your comfort zone in order to be successful in this business. You really do need to come out of that shell. So that is another thing. Let's see. Dream and imagine the possibilities. I can tell you that I've heard about dream boards, and I haven't done it yet, but I am planning to do it. I recently saw on one of the talk shows have a dream board party where you invite people and you have a bunch of magazines and you put on this big bulletin or big poster board pictures of what you want to accomplish in life. Your big home, a big car, you know, if you want to be a millionaire, if you want whatever you dream or imagine, you go through these magazines and you post them on this board, and you look at this board, you have it with you. They said take a picture of this dream board and put it on your cell phone or put it on your iPad, on the cover, you know, on your picture. That way, you know, you look at it and it's a reminder of where you want to be, what you want to do. So I thought that was pretty interesting, and I can tell you that some of the Avon representatives that are high up, they do have dream boards and they do talk about them. And Milagros Garcia is one of them. She has a dream board, and she posts pictures on Facebook about her dream board, and I think she has a video too about her dream board. So once I come to do that, I will definitely document that or show the video on how to do that as well. So what are some places to leave your brochures? Well, I have also a document that I will go ahead and I send you in your welcome packet as well. And here there's doctors' offices, dentists, laundry mats. Laundry mats are really good. Anywhere where people kind of sit and wait. If there's a garage, car garage, if they have a little waiting area, majority of them do, you can just leave a few books there. A bakery, you know, people kind of come and go, but if they have a little table where they sit and they can have their cup of coffee and pastry, you know, then definitely leave a book there. Let's see, a church or a church lobby or a church, you know, if they have some kind of office where you can leave some brochures, you know, they have magazines and a waiting area. Hotels, businesses, I can tell you I leave some brochures at Panera. I leave, there's a Crispers here, I leave it there. Sometimes some restaurants that have like the waiting area, I will leave a book or two on the bench there or on the stool, whatever it is that's there. And 9 out of 10 times when I walk out, the brochure is gone because somebody picked it up. I can tell you I leave it at IHOP. There's a little section there. I leave it there. Anywhere there's magazines, you can leave it at Publix, you know, or Walmart if they have those standing where you get the free brochures of activities that are going on in your area, or if there's like the coupons that they leave out, booklets like for the local merchants, you know, eateries and that sort of thing. They have like a stand there that you can just put 1 or 2 books. You don't want to inundate it because then people will get annoyed and they will throw it out. But if you have 1 or 2 there, it's not a big deal. I can tell you that I've gone around in Walmart and I've left it on grocery aisles, like cereal boxes, or you know, just in the grocery aisle I'll leave a book. And then I'll go, you know, 5 aisles down and leave it with the cans, that sort of thing, like soups, you know, stuff of that nature. I go ahead and I leave it there for them. So, you know, that's some of the things that I do. I've mentioned before, sometimes I leave it in bathroom stalls, you know, and I have had, you know, a recruit and a customer just from doing that. So, you know, anywhere you can think of putting a book. Sometimes I leave them at gas stations. Sometimes I just leave my card, which is because it's got Avon already on it. It's got my phone number, and it's got my e-store on it. Here's one of my cards. I had this done at Vista. So you see, it's got my picture, it's got my name, it's got my phone number, it's got an email address, and then on the bottom it says my e-store. Shop my e-store. Here it is. So just having this card and, you know, putting double-faced tape on the back of it and sticking it on the pump, people will be like, oh, Avon, and they'll take the card sometimes. And I've gotten a few customers here and there from that. So you can do that. And what's great is because your e-store is on there, and if they're traveling, they're not from that area, they can later on go on to your e-store and purchase from you, and you get the credit. So on the back of my card, I always have something about recruiting, about we're always looking for Avon representatives, which we are. We are always looking for Avon representatives. So I always include something of that on there. But that's just my business card. You can design it the way you would like. But those are just some of the deal. I'm not going to go through this whole list because you can read it. If you have not gotten this list, let me know, and I will go ahead and email it to you, so it's not a problem. But yeah, anywhere, you know, there's public, there's a book to be left. So, you know, just be creative. You can put labels on the front of your book if you're looking to recruit people, and talk about the Hits 100 challenge. Or if there's an incentive. Back a while ago, we had free watches for any representative who joins. It was a $30 watch they got for free when they placed their first order. So we had that. So I had a little picture of the watch, and I put it on my front of my book with my information and how they can join and how much it was to join. And then, you know, they can just go online and join up online and do a self-appointment. That's just some of the things. This video is getting a little long, and I don't want to, you know, hold up anybody, but this is just another way, you know, to help you and build your business. And you know, I hope that this video helps you, and you know, be creative, and you too have to think of things too. You guys have brains, as Lisa Wilbur said this morning, that you guys have brains, and you guys have to think too, and you know, think of, you know, how you want to build your business, and imagine how big your business will get if you do certain things. Try them out. You know, if it doesn't work, then try something else. You know, not everyone who has told me, oh, I've done this and this works for me. Well, it may not work for me because I may be in a different area. I may be in a different, you know, customer base. It could be older customers. It could be a lot younger customers than what they have, and it just may not work for me, but it works for them, and that's fine. But you will find your niche. You will. You just have to stick with it, and you have to be determined, and just imagine and create a dream board. Why not try it? I'm sure there's videos out there. Just search YouTube, put dream boards in there, and see what happens. You can also go on Avon. Avon has a YouTube channel as well. Subscribe to that. You can subscribe to Milagros and Lisa Wilbur online on YouTube as well. They have many years experience than I do, and I'm still young yet in this biz, and so but look them up and Facebook them, and they're very good people, and they do like to help, and I'm sure they can give you some ideas, or you know, make you think as to how to expand your business. So I hope this video helped you, and thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.